what's going on, everybody? It is May 1st, 2024. I am the New World Order Survival Guy, and I have a topic today of how to create the ultimate survival group. It is a New World Order group. It's pretty common sense, but I just want to go over how this will be absolute top notch for any militia slash survival group, prepper group. All right. So basically, this is going to be like the dream team scenario of a group to have. Maybe in a later show, I'll get into detail about a minimum group, but I'm going to set the standards big right now. This is what you truly need to, for you to thrive in this New World Order as far as group wise or the best as you can. I don't want to create this into a huge show, but it's going to take a little minute. So let's get into it. First of all, you are going to need a leader. And the appropriate leader for the situation is going to be someone that has the best mindset under any condition. You're going to need someone that can hold it together, that is a rational, smart thinker. That's going to take some time. That's going to take something that the majority, at least, can trust. So that's why it's so important to gather your congregation way ahead of time and start accumulating all kinds of things about people in your group. You can't just, oh, yeah, oh, you said this, oh, come on in. No, this needs to be specially coordinated because you're not only talking about the life of yourself, risking lives, but you're talking about your whole group. All right, let's jump into it. You need people that have skill set. Skill set personnel. The more variety you have that's specialized in specific um, skill sets and skill levels, it's going to be best, obviously. You're going to need organization. Organization, and have people or yourself that know how to rally people. Maybe it's someone with a certain personality or something that can bring people together. That has that personality that can just, have everybody on board one way or another. I mean, you don't really want intimidation type, but you want someone that's going to be firm, that's going to hold people accountable, that know how to read people, maybe have, some kind of psychology or something. You don't want to take many chances within your group because you're not here to play. It's not a game. This is like life or death. That's why you need real people within your confined group. It's quality, not quantity, 1,000,000%. You need people you could trust in your group, first and foremost, because they're the ones that are going to put their heart into it. You know, you got their back, they got yours. So let's go down the list, man. You absolutely need military personnel in your group. They bring a broad spectrum of all kinds of skills to your group. Other than just combat. But let's just go over combat right now. I mean, there's different kinds of military branches and stuff like that. But, I mean, military people know how to take orders. They are conditioned in every which way, not necessarily to take orders from you, but that'd be a great option for them to actually even be a leader of a group, depending on who they are. Some of them are freaking airheads, just like anybody, but they bring a disciplined mind and an educated mind. That's why there's all these militias across the country, you know, um, homegrown militias, which is something that our Constitution preaches about. The government will demonize militias and stuff like that, and of course they're going to do that. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. Military personnel, uh, previous military, current military, they are good to have on the team because they have many different experiences firsthand, in every aspect. Military personnel is absolute bueno for your survival group. There are exceptions, but overall, and you can discretion that, you know, if you know them or something like that. Um, law enforcement. Law enforcement is good to have on your team. Obviously, if they're not corrupt, just law enforcement knows a lot of the game plans and they hear stuff way before it even happens. You know, so they can be an asset to your team. People of construction, right now, specifically talking about building and structural. I mean, that might go under like engineering and stuff like that too, which I also have on my list. You know, anybody could pretty much know how to do basic construction without even having any experience at all in it. And then a lot of people may not have any um, automatic skill set on doing any structural building or anything like that. But see, the thing is with survival, you want all aspects of survival. You want all aspects of all kinds of skill level people to be on your team because there's a job for everybody. Of course, you can skim down to the bare minimum and make do and could even possibly be the best out of any of those situations. But for the most general population, you're not going to have that. So that's what you got to take in consideration. Engineers, pretty smart people. Goes along with the construction and just anybody beneficial to any survival situation is who you want on your team. Next, we're going to jump to cooks. People that know how to cook, people know how to put together a meal. Um, I mean that's not too hard, but everybody's going to have a job. You have a job. I mean, you're talking about you're going to have old people. You're going to have children. Everybody in your clique is going to have to be useful one aspect or another. Otherwise, you really shouldn't have. Besides children, I mean, children is going to be the people's children. You're going to have to teach them children a trade. Maybe give them to skip around just to see what they're best at, what they're interested at, because those are the young kids, man, and they can surely bring good shit to the table. You just gotta open their mind up and see what they want to do, what they're good at, but explain to them you're gonna do something. So here's the choices. What do you want to learn? Absolutely. Um, so you need cooks to be able to cook decent food to bring comfort to people to be like, all right, yeah, they got something to look forward to. You got a good dinner to look forward to. You're gonna eat good. People that know about nutrients and you know keep everybody going, keep your team going. Um, Critical thinkers. You need critical thinkers, not just people with common sense, but real crucial critical thinkers. People that know um, how to talk to people, people that know moves and stuff from other just some kind of people that ain't stupid, that maybe that could look out for stuff, and you can use them in a certain criterias to basically develop intelligence for your group. Survivalist. You need survivalists in your group. You need people that like preppers and people that been studying this stuff for a long time, that knows the agenda of the government and a new world order and all that stuff. You need people that follow this shit, so they basically already have a knowledge of what their plans are and how to work with the crucial thinkers to coordinate your moves by what these government and world leaders are trying to accomplish. It's very important. Very important. You need farmers. You need people that know how to grow food. And in coordinates with like hunters know how to dress animals and hunt and get it, the right spot to shoot it. I mean, all these people bring valuable um, aspects to your group. Very important. Hunters are very important. Farmers are very important. Farmers that know how to man soil, how to pH balance according to different fruits and vegetables, and deal with the bugs that can kill your crops. I mean, it's just so much that not just one person is going to be able to handle, or a small bunch is going to be able to handle. If you want a dream team, this is what I'm getting at. Okay, let's move to old people. Old people, there's jobs for old folks. Absolutely. It might not be no strenuous job or something like that. Everybody's going to have a job. From the minute to the buku. Everybody's going to have a job. Older folks, you can put them on the easy layout of certain shit. Maybe a watch out, their radio. But you got to think, older folks, a lot of them have special skills and knowledge that ain't going to be too hard on their body or anything. It's there's something for everybody. Next thing, mechanics. Absolutely need some mechanics in your group. Mechanics can obviously fix and have the knowledge to fix, uh, depending on what kind of mechanical devices you have. You can have a car, you can have piece of equipment, machinery. You know, it, It could be a freaking chainsaw or something. You absolutely need some sort of mechanics in your group because they're going to keep things running, making everything more sufficient. Absolutely need that because there's always some kind of mechanical problem that will go on, and most people ain't gonna know how to attack that. Next one on the list: gunsmiths. Guns wear out. Guns have issues, something like that. If you're into this one aspect of like farming or something like that, chances are you ain't gonna know enough about gunsmithing, how to make parts or something like that to fix something that's worn or something on your farm. So part of your dream team, survival team, would be definitely gunsmithing. I mean, you need it because stores ain't gonna be open. You need someone that knows what the hell they're doing or how they can manipulate a part that's worn out or insufficient to make it sufficient and usable. Electrical technician of some sort. You're talking about if um, if like solar panels or radios, um, anything electrical components or something like that. Um, you have someone that is knowledgeable about um, gadgets and electricity and stuff like that. I mean, I work as a electrician for a few years, not a master electrician or not even journeyman, but just under that. You know, you tend to learn how electrical components work. When I was younger, I did years of electrician work, years of plumbing, years of um, all different aspects of construction. You know, there's construction is a good thing to learn. Um, yeah. So next, doctors, nurses, first aid. You definitely want them people in your group for the obvious reasons. Um, yeah, that's self-explanatory. Those are super valuable people because hospitals ain't gonna be kicking. You want bare minimum of someone with some kind of first aid, um, or go out and learn it your damn self. Because first aid classes ain't that long, it ain't that hard. Once you get into uh, like nurses and doctors, obviously, and shit like that, those are the crucial things. Those are people that's seen it and been in it for many years, and they know how to treat certain wounds. They know how to identify certain um, issues by just visually, and they, you know, Very good. Very good, obviously. Fisherman. Fisherman, I've been fishing since I was a kid. I know how to fish, but in reality, my best fishing skills is in ocean. I don't live anywhere near the ocean now. You know, fishing just no. Man, I grew up people that like I'd struggled to catch a fish and stuff like that. But I knew people that they're just masters. They just ting 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 ting. These people are so good at fishing that they'd win freaking expensive ass speedboats, fishing boats. I mean, all kinds of shit through these contests, and it's like, dang man, it's like, how in the heck do you just catch the most or the best fish every time to win all these contests? It just you're just a master fisherman, I guess. I don't know. That shit is just crazy, man. Because I don't know they catch fish, but nothing even close to some of these people, man. So skill levels in fishing is someone definitely you want in your group if you're in those regions that have good access to uh, fishing. Preppers and people that have um, that long outstanding, like basically like I was saying earlier, that you have people that's been prepping for a long time. They've studied shit for a long time, like myself, that know about what foods will last, how to preserve it, how to keep bugs out, you know, that know how to deal with the food and water situation, that know how to um, purify water, and also been storing means to help do that. They have the knowledge. They've been looking at stuff for so long, and they've been, you know. Now, there's a little difference between survivalist and primitive survivors and stuff like that. Primitive type people that really know how to just do this stuff in the wilderness with nothing, and survivalists will just basically do anything that it can. You got preppers that are not necessarily survivalists. They're just people who accumulated stuff to assist them in their survival when the time comes. But a lot of preppers, most preppers ain't got no skill set. They just save shit. I mean, which is better than nothing. Nobody's down on them because I'm basically one of them. But I know some stuff about everything. I'm nowhere near an expert or nothing like that. I'm not saying that. You just got people that just gather food and save it, and then you got people that are just hardcore that 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 can scavenge anything in the wilderness, um, and make it and eat nothing. Then you got survivalists that have a lot of skills and a lot of different things, not just primitive, but um, just a bunch of other things. Me, I'm like in between survivalist and prepper. Um, I'm always learning. Always learning, man. You can never learn enough. Um, so teach your young a trait in your group. Set something for the old folks in your group. There's always something they could do on their level. Have everyone in sync. You know, you got to have everybody in your group on the same level. Make a plan. If this happens, do this. Plan A, B, C, D, whatever. Make sure everybody's on the same level. Otherwise, get the fuck rid of them, man. Unless it's kid or your freaking parents or something. But you can't take many risks because they can kill everybody in your group. I mean, this shit has happened throughout thousands of years. You make one person's an idiot. If you got someone that's like, "Doot, doot, 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 doot," dude, you gotta bounce them out, man. I'm telling you, man, it ain't worth it. Oh, that's my dumbass cousin, whatever his name is. He's gonna be the death of all you. You have to have smarts, you know. Go ship them out a couple miles and make sure this grass grows. So just watch it. You know, it's kind of fucked up, but I mean, what's more fucked up is some goon gonna have everybody killed. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess I'm just a different breed. Um, you have to have trust in the people that's in your group. You have to, you know, and I know people are pressured that to have people in a group, and then all someone got to do is talk a big game, and then you're like, oh, well, that's what I want to hear. Welcome aboard. I mean, and what if that person stabbed you in the back? Not literally, but you know, betrayed you, betrayed your group. You're gonna have to handle that person, man. Whether it's kicking them out or kicking their ass or something else, because you have a lot to lose. You have a lot riding on everybody's honesty and trust. Absolutely. Development of a group is very tricky. That's why you need a basic amount of people that you can trust, and they have it together up here so you guys can all do like a think tank of others that's going to come in. If there's a slight uh, thing in your brain that said, you know, I don't know about this guy, dude, then take him away from your group and test him out, he or she. Because you're going to freaking die if you make a mistake. He could be a thief, he could be from somewhere else, that like a spy situation. I mean, you just never know, man. But the thing is, if you can't be trusted, get the fuck out of here, man. You know, because your ass is about to get freaking beat the fuck up. Don't have questionable people in your group. Absolutely need quality over quantity. Absolutely. It's all about the element of survival. Just because you have a buddy down the street named Joey or something, and he's been cool, but he's kind of. I mean, you either got to find. First of all, you got to trust him, but you got to find him a job that you think that critical thinkers in your group. I think it should be a group thing that decides what job is for what person. Because buddy down the street may be a good dude and funny, but he's kind of you know you got to find something for that dude. You know, and it may not be the prettiest job, but it's it's a job that needs to be done. And sorry, dude, but this is what we think that you fit as a responsibility for you. That's the way it goes sometimes, man. You want somebody that has primitive skills. Primitive skills is so important because if there's like an EMP, a sunflare, something that knocks down electrical grid, if just all these specialty skill levels can't be implemented because of some reason or another, it all funnels down to primitive skills. That's like the ultimate shit, man. That needs you need some people with that, or you need to learn it, or have somebody that knows some of it and teaches it. I mean, everybody needs to learn that stuff. Like I said, this ain't no game, and it's not going to be no cakewalk sitting there um, trying to survive with a bunch of goons that just are scramble brain. Everybody needs to learn at least the basics of this stuff. You know, everybody needs to learn the basics of first aid. Everybody needs to learn the basics of like fire starting and purifying water and like all these jobs. Everybody in your crew needs to know the basics of it. And you leave the technical shit to the people that actually know what they're doing. And then those people can teach your group the basics. This stuff is so crucial, man. I mean, I know it's hard to develop a a group of people that you can trust, a group of people that you can have all varieties of expertise in. I know that's hard. I know that's hard. That's why I want to try to make it easier for people to have that in a group. Like I'll say on my last show, I'm thinking I'm still figuring out of a way that ain't easily spied by the gov that people all over um, could find other people in their area to meet each other groups like this, man. Like I live in Western Colorado. Like for an example, yeah, let's just say like someone wants looking for uh, people that they can join up in a group and stuff like that, um, and make something work because it is hard to meet people to join a group with them, and it's hard to trust, and because you don't know anybody. Even if I had like a big social group that I mean, you don't know who these people are. You don't know if they're crazy in the head. You don't know if they're got some weird ego thing going on or control issue or something like that. It's just hard. I mean, like me, my neighbors. No, dude, I can't do none of that shit with any of my neighbors. I don't know them. I don't trust. You know what I mean? So, anyways, that's basically it. Just wanted to get into some of the basics of how to and how not to uh, create your own survival group, what you need to look for, what you would actually benefit your group. So, you know, that's tough. If you're in a conjugation where you know lots of people and like minds and stuff, it'd be a little easier. But like for me, I don't have that around me. I have some family members and stuff like that, but that's it. I ain't got no friends or anything that I even socialize with that could even do that. I hardly trust anybody. You know? I don't have no tight friends like that. So whatever, it is what it is. Um, but anyways, that's my show for tonight. I am the New World Order survival guy. Catch you on the next one. Have a good night.